Hey guys, how's it going? So today's project, I am replacing these lower bushings on this John Deere 250 skid loader. I'm not sure if these ever got greased by the previous owner. They were sloppy when I bought the machine, and so we're just going to do the best we can here. I got these new Weld-on bushings from this place here, River Valley Machine, and they have a lot of different bushings for different machines and stuff like that, so you might check their website and see what they've got. But basically my plan is I'm going to take a measurement from here to this support tube, and I'm going to maintain that distance there because I think that will probably be a pretty easy measurement to hold. Same on this side, measure here, and that will, because I can't really go from the center of anything because the inside is all wallered out, so I'm just going to go from the edge to the edge, and that should be pretty dang accurate, I'm hoping. And then I'll measure outside of the bushing to the outside of the bushing and hold that measurement. And what I'm going to do is I've got this piece of 5/8 all thread, and I'm basically going to thread these bushings, or not thread them, but just slide them on there and bolt them down, and then I can just put both of them up there at the same time, and that will hold my outside dimensions, and it will keep them straight because of the inside bore there. So that should be pretty dang accurate. Basically the biggest part is getting them cut off and cleaned up. Not sure if I want to use the plows or if I should use the torch on something like that. So we'll see, but I think that the piece of all thread and with these measurements here, I should be able to get this pretty dang accurate. So, and we'll get this thing being nice and tight again. Also ordered some new taper pins from the same place, River Valley Machine. And I do have some new bushings that go on the inside of this skid steer quick attach. So we'll get those pressed in there. This stuff all put back together, and hopefully we'll have a nice tight machine by the end of the day. So let's get to it. And just in case if you guys were worried, I do have my supervisors on hand. Okay guys, so here's the setup. Sorry about the rain noise, but so I've got my distance set for measurements there, and I'm just gonna hold whatever gap I need in order to get the measurement that I need from here to the tube. And I'm also taking a measurement on the threaded rod, which is not perfect, and this tube here along the loader arm, so I'm sitting slightly to the side here. So I'm just going to try to match that all together, and hopefully that will work out. So gonna get the welder drug over here and we'll start getting her tacked up. Alright guys, so there it's all put together. Man, I'm telling you what, this is tight. This is nice and tight. Everything turned out pretty dang good there. I just got to get things greased up. I did go ahead and put in some new bushings on these ones here. Didn't film that. I just heated this, the rod end of this up, and dropped the new bushing in there. That went pretty good. Had to get that pretty good and cherry hot. But those dropped right in there. And I tell you what, this thing, I mean, this is this is like a new machine right here. So this is nice and tight, and I'm really happy with that. I did have to call the guy, and I never did get a call back from him because the bushings were a little bit different. The other ones, they had a machined recess on the inside there, and that is where the head of the bolt would normally be, and those weren't like that. So they're a little bit different than what was on the machine originally, but you know, and I couldn't get a hold of him, unfortunately, to ask him to verify, but that's the place, and they do have other bushings and pins and things like that, specialty type deals to get your machine tightened up. So like I said, maybe they need a secretary or something like that, but pretty dang happy with the product. Holding them together with the tie rod there, or the all thread rather, to hold my spacing, that worked out pretty dang good. And anyways, pretty happy with how that turned out. We'll get her all cleaned up and greased up, and she's back on the job, so on to the next one.